Hello again everyone, and welcome back to day 2 of Restart. Hope you enjoyed yesterday's class. Something occurred to me after I'd uploaded it that I closed the class with a traditional way of closing a yoga class, saying Namaste, which if you haven't done yoga before you may have thought, what's going on there? So what I've done is I've put at the bottom of the screen in the comments a quick description, a quick explanation of what Namaste means. So if you want to have a read at that, that'd be great. It's up to you, of course. So today we're going to be doing some stuff similar to what we did yesterday. We're going to do some of the poses that we did yesterday, but also some new poses. Some of the new poses are going to be down on the knees. So some people like to get like you can get like a towel, rolled up towel or something, or folded up towel or a cushion. Your knees will get used to it after a while if you're not used to yoga, but if you want to just pause the video now, go and get a towel or something, just so you don't hurt your knees. Completely up to you. So if you're ready, if you'd like to come down onto the mat, we'll make a start. So we're going to start laid on the mat. And bring your left leg up. Take hold of the knee and hug it into your chest. And then extend the foot up towards the ceiling. Push your heel up. Pull your toes back. And then point the toes up. Straighten the leg. Gently pull back. And then ease the tension off. Relax your ankle and your knee. Let the left leg come down. Raise the right leg up. Take hold of the knee and hug into the chest. And then extend the foot up. Push the heel up towards the ceiling. Pull the toes back. And then point your toes up. Straighten the leg. And gently pull back. Ease the tension off. Relax the ankle. Relax the knee. Let the foot come down. And bring the left foot up to join it. Just extend your arms out to the sides. And take an inhale here. As you exhale, lower the knees over to the left. And inhale back to the centre. And exhale over to the right. And inhale back to the centre. And draw your arms into your sides. And turn over so that you're on your hands and knees. With your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. Bring your toes together and just take the knees slightly out to the sides of the mat. Sit back onto your heels. If you want to, you can just move the hips from side to side. You'll feel that opening sensation in the bottom of the back and in the hips. And then let your chest and your shoulders come down towards the ground. Bring your chest forward. Bring your knees in underneath your hips. And just sink your hips down. And raise your hips back up. Walk your hands in towards your knees. I'm going to take the left foot out, come on to the flat of the foot. It doesn't matter how far forward you take it, because it depends a lot on what your flexibility is in your hips. But take your foot forward, come on to the flat of the foot, your right foot's on the instep, and then bring your hips forward and sink them down. So bring them forward and sink down. And raise your hands up. Now we're going to bring the hands down towards the ground. And then take the weight back. So you're moving your buttocks back towards your right heel, straightening the left leg. And come up onto the heel of the left foot. Just gently allow your chest down. If you've been doing yoga a while, you can really allow your chest to sink down towards the thigh and open up the hamstring and the bottom of the buttock there. I'm going to transfer the weight forward again. Take the weight onto the left foot. And then we're going to take the right hand over onto the left knee. Hold the left arm out in front. And then rotate it round. So you're looking back over your left shoulder. If you can avoid that right knee falling out, you can just hold on to it there. And bring your left hand down. Just take the weight onto your hands so you can bring your left foot back and walk your hands in, and we'll do it all again on the right foot. So if you've got something under your knee and you need to move it across, that's fine. So take your right foot forward onto the flat of the foot, and then again we're going to bring the hips forward and sink them down, forward and down, and then raise your hands up. Allow your hands down towards the ground. Take your weight back towards your left foot. Bring the right foot up onto the heel. Straighten the leg. Sink the hips down. Sorry, the chest down. This pose is called half monkey, by the way. And take your weight forward again, onto the flat of the foot. Sink your hips down. So this time we're taking the left hand over onto the right knee. Take the right hand behind you, twist to look back over the right shoulder. And bring your right hand forward, take it down, take the weight onto your hands and bring your knee back. And just draw your hands in underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. Let your belly sink down, raise your chin up to cow. And then push your hands down into the ground. Bring your chin in and arch your back. And if you can, as long as you don't lean forward, you can squeeze your hips forward. And then relax your back down. Just take your hands slightly forward. Spread your fingers out. Curl your toes under. And straighten your legs. Push your hips up. Come into downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, bring your chest forward, sink your hips down, come into plank. Remember, if you need to, you can put your knees down here. And then lower your chest down. Feet onto the insteps. And push up. Come into cobra. If you find cobra challenging in the bottom of your back, you can always just keep your forearms down. Come into sphinx instead of cobra. And then take your weight back onto your heels. Oh, my own downward facing dog is coming to join me here. Hello, Ted. Can't stay there, Teddy. Can't stay there, good girl. And then walk your hands in. And come up to standing. So come to face the long side of your mat, take a nice wide stance. And revisit some of the poses that we did in the very first lesson. So take your left foot out, bend your left knee, bring your chest and your hips round, raise your hands up, come into warrior one. Keeping the left hand up, bring the right hand down onto your thigh. Turn your left hand to face back. Gently reach back. Reverse warrior. When you're in reverse warrior, the temptation is as you reach back to straighten your front leg. So concentrate on keeping that left leg bent. Then bring your left arm forward, down onto the thigh, and raise your right hand up, and reach over to side angle. Lower your left hand back down, push up with the the right hand, push up with the left hand. Turn your toes in. As we go through January, if you're new to Chi Living, you'll soon pick up that I'm terrible with my left and right, which is a bit of a disadvantage for a yoga teacher really, but you'll get used to it. So turn your right foot out, bend your right knee. I'm going to turn the chest and hips so they're pointing in the same direction as your foot is pointing. And raise the hands up. Come into warrior one. And again, keeping the right hand up, Bring the left hand down, right hand to point to face backwards, and reach back to reverse warrior. Bring your right arm forward, bend at the elbow, take it down onto your thigh, and reach up and over with the left hand to side angle. And lower the left hand back down, push up with the right. Move your dog out of the way so you can turn your toes forward. I'm in my kitchen, as you've obviously gathered, and this is where Ted has her basket, so I'm kind of in her territory really. So keeping the feet pointing forward, take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. You can rest your hands on your thighs here if you need to, or on your shins or your ankles. If you can, bring the hands down to the ground. Just allow the bottom of your back to relax. Let your shoulders and your neck relax, so the crown of your head is pointing down towards the ground. And then start to breathe in. Raise the arms up. Interlace your fingers as you get to the top. Take a side bend to the left. Back to the centre. And over to the right. Back to the centre. Lower your arms down to the sides. Toe and heel your feet in. And let your hips just rotate, just to ease the hips off after they've been out wide. And then if you're ready, if you come down to seated on the mat. Don't know how this is going to work with the dog here. Let's see. Teddy, you can't join in. Sorry. So we're going to... What am I supposed to do? I'm going to carry on. I'll keep paying Ted a bit of attention so she don't bother us too much, let's hope. So if you just keep your feet together with your toes pointing up and bring your hands back alongside your body with the fingers pointing forward. What I want you to try and do is come up onto the sit bones and really straighten your back. And then take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, hinge forward from your hips. You can bring your hands down onto your thighs or your knees or your shins, towards your ankles if you can. If you've got a lot of flexibility, you can reach for the bottom of your foot. And inhale as you come up. And exhale, lower down. And now to add to the peace and quiet, Teddy's seen somebody outside, so she's barking at him. So we're going to just bring the feet in now. And take both of your hands over to your right side. So you've got one hand either side. Ted, just budge up a sec. Either side of your right knee. And then keeping both sides of your bum on the ground. I don't want you to lean over if you can avoid it. We're going to walk the hands out, bringing your chest down towards your right thigh. And walk the hands in. Take them over to the left side and walk back out. And walk back in. Take your right hand to the mat at the side of your hip. Turn your left hand palm up and reach up and reach over. Again, try and make sure that both sides of your bum stay on the ground. And lower the left hand down, right hand palm up and reach up and reach over. And reach up and lower back down. And take your left hand over onto your right knee, right hand behind your back. And twist to look back over your right shoulder. And relax to come forward. Get your right hand over onto your left knee, left hand behind your back. And twist to look back over your left shoulder. And relax to come forward. And as we move through January, I'll start to take you, so we're going to do the relaxation laid down on the mat and introduce more mindfulness techniques to you. But for the time being, we'll just stay sat up if that's comfortable for you. If you want to lay down, then lay down, that's absolutely fine. But we're not going to be spending too long on the mindfulness or the relaxation in this first week or so. So if you just come to cross-legged, if that's comfortable for you, take your hands to your knees and take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, close your eyes. And start to relax your feet and your toes. Relax your calf muscles. And relax the thighs. And relax the hamstrings at the back of the legs. They've done quite a lot of work today. And the muscles in the buttocks. Relax the hips and pelvis. And relax the stomach muscles. And the muscles at the bottom of the back. And relax the chest. The muscles at the top of the back. Relax the shoulders and the arms. Relax the hands and thumbs and fingers. And relax your neck and your jaw. And relax the muscles in the face. And take a nice deep breath in. And out. And if you've had your eyes closed, gently open them now. Namaste. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope to see you again tomorrow and the day after and the day after and the day after. Remember, if you did enjoy this or if you want to comment on it, down at the bottom underneath the video screen, there's I don't know why I did that. There's a space that you can add your comments there. If you had any questions there, I'll get back to you as soon as I see them. But in the meantime, stay safe everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow.